Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. Today we're talking about the Black Crow's Navis Freebird. The Navis has been gone for a couple of years now, but the Navis Freebird remains. It does carry forward from 2022 to 2023. So if you saw our video about it last year, not too much has changed, but another year of testing, more feedback. So of course we're going to talk about it again. And really what this is it's a very versatile touring ski. It is sort of on the heavier side of some just truly dedicated touring skis, but also definitely light enough to justify using it for mostly alpine touring. You know, I think there's a little bit of resort application for this ski, but I think it's the highlighting characteristic of it is its versatility as a touring ski. So we get a blend of poplar and paulownia in this ski. We get a little bit of metal underfoot, mostly for binding retention, but it will add some strength and vibration damping in there. And then we get carbon kind of mixed into the fiberglass layer of the ski. So add up all those things. This is the 179.1 centimeter length, and that comes in at, call it just over 1,700 grams, 1,730 or so. So that's kind of a good representation of what I meant. Not the lightest ski in the world, but certainly not as heavy as like a specifically resort-oriented ski. So kind of a nice middle ground there for its weight. From a shaping perspective, pretty simple, 102 underfoot, 19-meter turn radius. It does have some tip and tail rocker, but it's pretty, low splay, low rise rocker. There's not a tremendous amount. And then there's not really much early taper either, at least compared to some skis. So we get a pretty wide shovel here. And then even in the tail, the widest part of the tail is not quite at the end, but pretty darn close to the end of the ski. So that shape, by having not like a crazy amount of early taper, not a crazy amount of rocker and splay, that gives it a pretty strong feel. Good long edge contact, so you can really trust the ski, which comes in handy when you get into tricky backcountry terrain. It's pretty strong flex pattern in this ski. Sometimes with touring skis, they can get a little bit flimsy, but this one has plenty of strength to it, in my opinion, and just a very, very well-rounded ski. It's not really one of those skis that's trying to be a specific thing. I think Black Crow's refers to it as an adventure ski, and when you're on an adventure, you don't really know what you're going to encounter. So that's part of the adventure. So maybe you're going to come across some really wind-scoured, firm snow. That stiffer flex pattern, the long effective edge, that's going to give you a very trustworthy ski. It's going to hold its edge. You're not going to feel like it's going to wash out. Sometimes you got to traverse over like a sketchy no-fall zone. That's going to feel just fine for that. If you get into some tight trees, maybe you're in a tight chute out west somewhere, or here on the east, we got that terrain too. It's going to be pretty quick and pretty agile. Not as slippery or as smeary as some skis with longer rocker profile. If you were to compare it to, say, like the Atris from Black Crow's, obviously that's more resort oriented, but close enough. And if you were to compare those skis, that ski is a lot looser. Or to compare it to the Kamix, that would be another ski that's even closer in waist width and a little looser. So this ski is not going to be particularly surfy, but certainly will let you kind of maneuver it from side to side, and does so in a very precise, responsive way. And technical skiers, people that prefer challenging themselves in technical terrain where you have to make certain turns in certain spots, typically skiers like that really enjoy a ski like this, or really benefit from and appreciate a ski like this with more of that responsiveness and more of that precision, rather than something that's just gonna go and kind of make a slow, slarvy turn. So super cool ski. I would definitely, I don't think this is really a good candidate for an alpine binding. I think you could go up to something like a Shift or a Duke PT, like a stronger kind of hybrid binding, but certainly no reason why you couldn't just throw a full-on lightweight tech binding on here, bring the weight down even more, and that just gives you like a lighter tool if you're going to go deeper into the backcountry or longer touring missions or stuff like that, but you still want a relatively strong ski. So that's it. That's the Black Crow's Navis Freebird. Let us know if you have any questions about it as usual, and we'll see you all out there on the hill.